We're live. There we go.
Are we
Here we
back?
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we
Hey,
go.
We are so
Here
back.
we go again.
We are so back.
Let's see if it works now. Eden. Eden.
But it doesn't show. It shows that we're live, but there's no post.
Yeah, it's broken.
It's
It was
definitely
where
broken.
they banned us. The
I
final
share.
mail.
I can't even share it on my phone.
The final straw.
Final straw working as it. We're streaming to nobody.
Nikita. If you hear me.
What the fuck?
What's
The fuck is going on in this app? We're cooked. We're definitely cooked.
We're getting views. 5.
I can't even
Hello?
see the stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, viewers.
I can't even see the stream.
Yeah, I can't see it either. I can't see the tweet. Let me try
And I
to
can't see
link
the
it.
other one that we did either.
I'll try to link it.
Yeah.
You can link it. It just doesn't show on the feed at all.
Hey, you can't share it. It says we have 6 viewers, but can't share it. It wouldn't let me join a few minutes ago. You're good now. All right.
It's more than the last time. Last time we had 1.
interesting?
And there's no share button, you know? Copy link. Post this. Oh, post this. Okay. Lutnick. What else are we covering today? Crypto, Lutnick, block fills,
Claude
sent
code.
to the gulag, cloud
Yeah,
bots.
we didn't have a stream since Crypto Rug.
Yeah,
We
fuck.
haven't talked
Wow.
about it.
Wow. Copy link.
What do you mean, bro? We've been it's been rugging for months.
Well, just the recent bigger one. The bigger
Big
one than
rug.
the last one.
The big rug.
Can I interest you in a big rug? What's the difference of a carpet and a rug? A rug is
Okay.
freestanding.
No. I think of rugs as
Is what crypto does to you?
besides that, I think of it more as like like smaller, specific to like one. Oh, I guess I can't use that description. I was gonna say specific to one area, but that doesn't make sense because your carpet is too.
No, carpet stretches from wall to wall. Okay.
Yeah, and your rug is
All right.
for a specific area. So like, you know,
Okay. I like that.
I've always thought
Makes
of
sense.
carpet as just the not the fabric, but like the maybe you could say
So we got
the
carpeted.
category of fabric or the
We got
category of
carpet
that.
bond.
Yeah, carpet bomb. Yeah, carpet rug.
Carpet bond. You either get
Dude,
rug pulled or you get carpet bond.
my humidifier on my AC wasn't working, so I started having like little cracks that I thought were happening in my floors, but it wasn't the cracks. It was like the filler between them that was drying out from the lack of humidity.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all these fucking like I thought like literally wood was cracking in my house, and it wasn't. So now I have to deal with. I didn't know that I had a fucking humidifier on my AC unit. Now I have to deal with fixing that shit.
You learn something new every day.
GM, what's up? Is this thing on? We are finally on. We're
That's
just kind of babbling for a couple minutes. Gonna let some people roll up in here, and then we will get things going. I wish Marty was in the States so he could come see me in one of the coldest places all year long.
Why is it so cold there? Jesus.
Global warming. That's why it's so cold here.
Yeah, I was about to say global warming.
The Native Americans cursed it.
The Native
The
Americans.
land is cursed.
Burial grounds.
Whoa, that is crazy. So I can't wait to show this to people. Let me see. Nope, nothing I did. Where are you? I just opened it up. It's fucking...
What if you tweet it with the link you get?
Fine-grained security model. And it supports impersonation.
What the fuck is
So you can impersonate another user, and it will
put that
notify
on?
that
I didn't
user
watch
that
it.
they've been impersonated.
I don't even know.
And there's a
where this
full
comes
audit
from.
trail, everything that's happened. So this is really handy in, I guess, enterprise support,
Can you put it on
where
the
someone
screen?
says, hey, it's broken, it's not working
Sure.
for me.
I don't even
And
know.
you're
where
like,
this
instead of
comes
like getting on a Zoom or what else have you, you're just like, can I just impersonate your session? And then you can impersonate.
Was that CloudBot when you? That's what happens when you let CloudBot all your settings in your computer.
It's more of like a second.
Is it turned off now?
Now it's off.
I don't know where that's playing from. Oh,
It's
I
it's
see.
what happens
One
when
of
you
your
let
Claude
CloudBot
sessions.
all. Yeah, when your Claude sessions.
No, I have another browser window open, and it was open on my it's open on my other there we go. Okay, dude, that was actually like hurting my ears. So yeah, I have on my other monitor, I had a browser window open, and I didn't know that it was still open because I usually just like have random shit up over there on that one. So it was minimized and covered by like Spotify and a bunch of other random apps.
Happens.
And the main
Happens to the
browser
best of
window
us.
that I use is on my other screen that I'm looking at all of you on. Yeah, I keep my monitor pretty organized with magnets. If you don't know what magnets are, you're really fucking up and missing out.
Oh, Magnus is top.
Magnets lets you kind of make the positioning of your apps on the computer sticky. So you can, if you just want your browser to stay sized exactly 1/4 of your screen to the top right corner, you can just click a button or do a hotkey and it does that. If you want it to be, 1/3 of the screen, or you want it to be half the screen, you can, do a hotkey
So
and
it's
it
like
will
a feature Windows 10 added, where you
Yep.
push
probably
the window to the side.
kind of, but you don't just push it to the side. Like with a hotkey, you can shape it in any of the like
Yeah.
preset shapes on any side or the
Yeah.
monitor. There's like
Magnets on the
Yep, it's called
App
Magnus.
Store.
Magnet.
Yep.
I think it's just
Magnet.
T.
Yeah, I think it is just T. There's, let's see,
Legit.
4, 8, 12, 16.
Well, dude, a lot's happening, dude.
like
Right
24.
now,
Let's
Attorney
see.
General Bondi's at Capitol Hill getting fucking smacked on live, dude. They're telling her to shut the fuck up on Capitol Hill. Not on their time.
Buster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. I mean, you can let
Sir.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch.
Let me-
Not
Gotta
on
share it.
our time.
Share
it.
No
I
way.
know,
And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you
You
started.
don't tell me.
Yeah, oh, I did
anything.
tell you because we
Washed
saw
up
what you did in the
loser,
Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in
You're
order.
not even a
Time, I should
lawyer.
get back at
Damn.
least 45 seconds.
We will give you a
Drama.
few more seconds. I
Not
said
a
that
few more,
already.
45 seconds.
Okay, I'll
Sir.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch.
Be clear.
Not on our time. No way.
Be
You're
clear.
gonna
And I
share it
told
so
you
that
about
people
that,
can
Attorney
see.
General, before you
You
started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, oh, I
anything.
did tell you because we
Washed
saw
You
up
what you
don't
did in the
tell me.
Senate.
Lawyer,
You
not even
don't
a
tell
lawyer.
Committee
me.
will be in order. Time, and I should
Washed
get
up
back at
loser
least
lawyer.
45 seconds.
we will give you a few more seconds. I
Not a
said
few
that
more,
already.
45 seconds.
Okay, I'll
Sir.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch.
Be clear.
Not on our time. No way.
Be clear.
And I told you about that, Attorney General, before
is
you
You
started.
talking
don't
to her?
tell me.
Yeah, oh, I did
anything.
tell you because we
Washed
saw
up
what you did in the
loser,
Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in
Not
order.
even a
Time, and I
lawyer.
should get back at least 45 seconds.
we will give you a few more seconds. I
Not
said
a
So
that
good.
already.
40.
Nah, I hate when
good.
people filibuster me.
Stop filibustering me.
Yeah.
Stop filibustering me.
Dude,
When
the
someone
U.S.
starts
is having a lot of
talking
troubles, dude. This 2 months has, or 45 days, 40
Dude,
days
I
has
mean,
been rough,
yeah,
dude.
Bad
Trump,
Bunny and the
Trump has
Super
been
Bowl.
running a masterclass in how to piss everyone off before midterms. Like,
Dude,
uh,
if they had the election again, he would lose to fucking Biden. Like,
yeah,
Oh, right now?
if
Oh, for sure.
if all of this had happened pre-election, we would be in the AOC robot mines right now.
100%. We'd have purple hair, dude. We would
We would
have
be-
purple hair.
We'd have purple
Piercings.
hair. We'd be working in the robot mines, and crypto would be illegal. But we would have gotten like,
Crypto would
500
probably be up. Honestly, crypto would probably be higher if Biden was back or Kamala was in, because we'd still have Gary, and Gary would protect us. See what happens when you get rugged by a fucking president? This is what happens to the whole space.
So yeah, like for those of you who live under a rock, the president has used WorldFi in the most egregious way you can think of. It's essentially like a shell to accept funding and we will
Donations.
quote unquote donations, without as much scrutiny. Though, given it's all public, I think the idea was that you wouldn't get as much scrutiny. You're not going to get as much regulatory scrutiny because there's not as many laws in place, forcing you to do things a certain way. But you are going to get a lot of public scrutiny and scrutiny from your colleagues, and it's just like a cherry on top right now. You have the Epstein file debacle, which is literally, I don't know if I've ever seen so much incompetence in a administration as I've seen here. Like, it takes you months to release it. You release it in phases. You redact the first part and you fuck up redacting it. Everyone uncovers like what was redacted. So you make a second release, more things redacted. You fuck that up. Then a third one, the same fucking thing.
Like, did they not think that the internet's gonna go crazy and people are gonna
did you
like
see the
Reddit's
how,
gonna fucking
Did you see how they redact the phrase "don't"? Because it's literally don't space
DON.
T, because it's
Don't want.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. I saw
They
that.
redact don't because what?
They redact the
because-
first 3 letters DON
Because
because
they
Donald.
just like they redacted anything that looks like the name Donald Trump and accidentally redacted just the word "don't." So sometimes it's like someone's just writing a sentence and there's like one word is redacted as "don't."
It's been embarrassing to say and see the least. Like, I'm truly amazed. Like, meanwhile, we've got the ex-head of Airbnb making every new government site look like a fucking SaaS company in 2026.
Yeah. It looks like some like template from like I don't know, like the Instagram era from like a few years ago.
I don't know what is going on, dude. It's clown world.
Well, block fills is blown up. Sounds like. Block fills
So
is
why
done.
did we go to 50K? Yeah, you guys know?
Why didn't we?
I mean, we went to like what, 58?
59 or something.
To scare the
Yeah.
hoes.
Yeah.
Well, there were some very large. Now, people can say it's conspiracy if they want to, but I don't know why anyone trades in massive size on chain. Okay, like you have guys with over $500 million, over $500 million positions open on Hyperliquid. On other venues, you have people who are leveraged to the tits on Aave and other transparent and open lending protocols. Do you really think?
You won't be hunted? That's
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
the
like-
name of the fucking game, dude.
So I mean, I think someone blew up. Plus, we have that. And who was it that blew up? Wasn't it like Trend Research or some shit? Didn't they lose a shit ton? of money?
Trent lost like a bit. Trend, I guess, lost like $1 billion, but block fills is halting withdrawals today, which means Susquehanna-backed crypto lender Blockfills has suspended client deposits and withdrawals. So that means zero. They handle 60 billion in trading. That's not even that much. That's that's like a week on Binance, dude.
Yeah.
But you know,
But
lenders,
all-
borrower
all in one
lenders
go.
are fucked.
Check this out, dude. Look what the old Velos got a little hidden update that they threw in there.
Ooh.
You can now trade
Whoa,
on Velo,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hyperliquid and Binance
Ooh,
trading now live,
ooh.
built right into the chart page.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Coming soon.
Incredible.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Kyan.
Well, look at that.
Put Kyan under that. Coming soon.
Yeah, let me edit in the button right now.
Oh yeah, you could. Claude, take over this website.
Make no mistakes.
Assume control.
Assume control, make no mistakes. Let me pull up the old Kaya now that you bring it up.
So it looks like we're gonna keep going down to
Yeah.
Blockfills is fucked. Is like 100% fucked. So who else is fucked? Who else is coming out and gonna say that?
Yeah, down
blew up?
5%. It's
Yeah.
crazy work.
Nasty market makers.
Disgusting market makers.
Gold is up, of course. The
What
the
is
safe haven.
what is Wintermute doing to us?
Dude, you know that he started leaning into the joke.
I know.
Like there
it's
was
fucking hilarious.
crypto bloodbath is down. He's like, fuck Wintermute.
I've seen it lately.
What about this Lutnick, dude? I think that the US is imploding from the inside, dude. They don't know what. Did they not think that this was gonna come out, like the Epsteins? Or they knew it was gonna come out and they're just retarded? Like, where are we at?
And
I
we know
think
their
that-
reaction in a few years is going to be even worse when they correct it.
Correct. I mean, they can't correct it like the
No, I
thing about
mean
this,
just
like,
everything about what Trump is doing. They're gonna go as hard as possible the other direction.
I don't know if they're going to like. I think they're going to definitely put things in place so future presidents can't be in similar situations. Like they already tried to, pass law restricting the sitting president or their family or staffers from trading crypto, and he blocked that. obviously.
Oh my god.
Of course. No, I think Trump and made 180 mil off the World Liberty Financial. They made 50 something mil off the Trump token, which seems excessively low, right? That's personal off, personal income or personal gain. Of course, everybody else who was involved, World Liberty Financial got money from Binance and then part in CZ. World Liberty
They literally
Financial
scammed
got,
us. They
they literally scammed everybody. Yeah. They from Abu Dhabi.
They literally
invested a
took our
bunch.
money.
Yeah, they did. It's insane. And of course, his family's on the board or advisors or running it. It's all a fucking scam. Should have known.
I mean, dude, I'm honestly surprised that it went on as long as it did, and that it took it took until recent for anyone to really say anything about all the on-chain stuff that was taking place.
Well, then you have this, and then you have
But
the
here's
Clarity Act
here's my counter
that
to it,
got
right?
fucked.
Pelosi's been doing this in the traditional markets for how many years? And
Oh,
nobody says
decades.
a fucking word to her. It becomes so much of a meme that people create bots and literal websites that allow you to copy trade her,
Copy.
right?
Yeah.
And that has never been an issue, right? Through the last how many administrations, it's been fine that she, that she does what she does in the traditional markets. So I will say that although as a crypto native, I'm surprised that a president was as brazen as he was to set up all of the crypto infrastructure that he did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also surprised that it's such a big deal to the rest of the government when they don't seem, the majority of them don't seem to care too much about it happening in the traditional market from their colleagues.
And more than they've gotten,
Yeah, at like levels of insider trading and fraud that are unfathomable to most people.
Yeah.
Just maximum drain, like every last cent that they could possibly.
I think that's the thing of what's going on in crypto versus TradFi markets. Okay, Pelosi's a small fish in the Nvidia trade, right? But Trump is the trade. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Everybody's buying him
I don't
that
think
because
he
of
even
him.
understands. I don't think he understood, or anyone, like how much liquidity is in crypto, how much they're, like the fact that they're literally draining everything.
Fuck him. He'll retire and he'll pardon himself before he
I think
leaves.
Solana is $80 now.
Dude, he's gonna pardon himself for everything.
He rinsed it.
Yeah. So that's it. They're gonna pardon themselves. And everybody else involved.
Can you do that?
You can pardon yourself as the president for anything
Yeah.
you've ever done previously.
Future, I think you can do it
And
for
future.
for future. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm
Speechless.
clown world that
It's
we
like
live
a
in.
video game where when the like GM comes with his overpowered armor he gave himself and no clip.
It's like when you join the server and the admin uses God mode because you keep killing him.
Yeah. And then he kills you, takes your stuff, and bans you.
No U.S. president has ever pardoned themselves. Well, buckle up. Where's the fucking poly market?
Yeah,
I'd bet yes.
Are they allowed to?
Yeah. They're allowed to. Yeah.
They're allowed to pardon themselves. It just seems like A, it'd be extremely frowned upon, and B, why hasn't every president just done it?
Well, they're
I think
saying
Obama
that
did.
in. No, he didn't pardon himself, but They pardoned what's his name? Fucking Fauci. They pardoned everybody on the last administration
Oh
and
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
around him. They
yeah. They
pardoned
gave him
everybody.
like future.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they don't want all the fucking COVID stuff coming out and then him being, held liable,
Fraud.
responsible.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when YouTube was fucking banning like videos that were like correct
Dude, I'll
about
say this.
COVID?
One thing that's pretty crazy, and I'm not necessarily saying that it's related, but we leave the World Health Organization, less than 2 weeks ago? And
Mhm.
in the last week and a half, there has been
They cured
vaccines
cancer.
and cures for like every type
Yeah.
of cancer coming out. Lung
There's
cancer.
There's been what?
pancreas-
Sorry. There's been
There's
what?
been cures or vaccines for just about every type of cancer has come out over the last 2 weeks.
In the US or globally? Sorry.
Globally. We leave the WHO, and less than 2 weeks later, or over the course of the next 2 weeks, all over the world, they're releasing
Yeah, it's
cancer
all a fucking
cures and
scam.
vaccines.
It's all a shab.
Well, the United States Industrial Pharmacy Coalition is no longer there to guide them in, what
Wrongfulness.
vaccines need to need to be administered for the diseases and sicknesses that we've created through bioweapons.
Yeah, proper fucked for sure.
But no, it is crazy. Like Vietnam came out with one for blood cancers. Israel came out
The,
with another one.
the
Fucking Spain
pancreatic
came out with
cancer
one.
when mice or something, right?
Yep, Mexico came out with one. Fucking
That's
there was
what
just
Steve Jobs had, right?
yep, there was just one that came out for lung cancer. In like the Philippines or somewhere else. Like, dude, I'm telling you, every kind of cancer has been getting a vaccine or a supposed cure that shows very, very high success rates in mice or animals. Now that's something
Insane.
I never thought that I would see in my lifetime. I was a firm believer that cancer is the most profitable sickness that exists, and being that, you know, people don't like to hear it, but healthcare is a business, is an industry, and they have to make money on people being sick, right? Like you don't make money when people are healthy. Your money isn't made from people coming from yearly checkups, from getting, an X-ray once a
Those fancy
decade, or
full body scans.
yeah, they're it's made from continuous care, from getting someone in the hospital
Yeah.
and then being able to fucking charge them 5 figs for a 3-day stay and a couple scans. And
But that still happens in the US. Like, that's only in the US, though. That's what's crazy. That's only in the US that happens.
it happens because of public health insurance. I genuinely think, like, dude, when everything was privatized, health insurance was so much cheaper. Now that it's public and it's free,
It's like a mix of things. It's not just public. It's like the worst possible combination of factors.
what's crazy is like so you have the marketplace, right? And sure, you can call any insurance company and just buy insurance directly from them. They have plans that are not on the marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not any cheaper. Like they know that they can rape you, so they rape you regardless. It used to not be like that. It used to be if you were out of like uh their little enrollment period of time, but you were still in like the qualified time and you had the money to do it, then it was oftentimes not cheaper, but you could get a better plan for approximately the same amount if you knew just to not get it from the government.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems like on the government site they source you the most affordable for your like bracket and under, and the other plans that are available to you are like literally the same, but like include one or two things like different. Like it was when I actually looked into it this year, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna actually call around and try and just buy healthcare from someone that allows me to take my kids to the doctor we like to take them. It
Mhm.
was like, might as well just go to the market. It literally was, okay, so I mean, I should just buy it on the marketplace.
Yep. Fucked. Proper
It's so
fucked.
fucking expensive, dude. It's like over $2,000 a month for
For a family?
healthcare.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cheaper
Just
to have
absolutely
travel
insane.
insurance.
All right,
I'm
back
at
to
like here is like nothing, dude. Private healthcare is fucking nothing. $100 maybe a month.
yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be that way.
For everything you want to do. And the best part
Oh.
is if you want to go to the fucking
Does
doctor,
it include dental? Does it include dental?
dental and vision, airlift. The best plan you
It
can get is
does
like
for
180
100
a month. 180.
dental?
180.
Really?
Yeah, but a tooth cleaning here is $12, dude. Not
Yeah,
fucking
but like
$150.
there's stuff like, you know, like a root canal and a crown or something.
No, I
It's
did
like,
Invisalign. I did Invisalign through dental insurance.
really?
All the teeth. Yeah, all the teeth.
That's
cleaning.
really good, dude.
Um,
And it's like
yeah,
private,
but
like,
it's still.
but do you have to be a resident?
Yeah. You have to be a resident.
Uh,
Yeah, but you can get free healthcare, right? Like it's free. You can go to UPA, which is like the equivalent
Oompa
of the clinic. Yeah, the clinic or the emergency room, whatever, and it's free. Like anything that you want is free. You might have to wait,
Here in
but
the States, it's not free. If you want free
they'll
healthcare, you
save
have to
you in the
apply
US.
for it. But yeah, that is one thing. If you don't have insurance and you go to the emergency room, they can't turn you away.
Yeah, they'll save you. And medical, there's something in the US, I'm not exactly the specifics, but medical debt is the only kind of debt you can't get rid of or in bankruptcy. It's something weird. It's something controversial.
Mm,
But here in Brazil, if you're even if you're a tourist, you can go to the hospital for free, walk out with no bill,
well,
zero
you just
bill.
don't pay it because generally, like medical debt is the only type of debt in the U.S. that isn't accounted for on your like
That's what
credit
it
report.
is. That's what it is.
It's
That's
not
what
on
it
your
is.
credit report. So even though you can't
That's
get
what it
rid
is.
of it, you technically like could never pay it. And I know a lot of people that go that route. They're like, yeah, dude, I just don't fucking pay it because I'm just subsidizing. Like, I'm going to pay more than it's worth to subsidize the people that don't pay for anything. Like, no, it's not happening. Um, and the other reason being that, you know, a collection agency buys your debt for pennies on the dollar and they just wait and they just tell them, like, look, I'll give you $500. And usually they take it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so there's that. There's this convoluted system where debt is purchased by other people for way less, and then you're able to negotiate or defer and not pay them at all. So some people like taking that route. Other people don't like the anxiety that's induced by having bill collectors and creditors on your ass all the time. All right, let's get into some crypto stuff here. So we have obviously been getting shit on. The fear and greed index hit FTX era lows.
turbo shit from every direction.
But what's crazy is like so much good stuff's happening, which is both good to see and concerning. You have strategy and Bitmine still fucking fine. Did you see his last buy? I don't even know when it was that price. It was like they purchased at 78K or something. It was like we hadn't seen 78K in like weeks. Like, who sold that to you? Then you had BitHump.
Oh,
Bitmine.
that
We'll get into the
the
BitHump
hack,
thing.
I
We'll
mean
get
the
into that one
mistake.
too.
Yeah.
So Bitmine still bought like what 20,000 ETH or something the other day. So they're still going all in. But then yeah, I accidentally said BitHump. BitHump, if you guys don't remember this story, they accidentally airdropped 2,000 BTC to their users. An internal error credited users with 2,000 BTC each, causing a flash crash to 55K on the exchange. They recovered all of that somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, like 99%, right?
No,
Yeah.
Because they
Somehow.
they disable withdrawals instantly.
Okay.
Okay. You could sell on the exchange, but you could never withdraw.
Yeah, that's funny. People just like didn't try to withdraw; they just dumped it.
We've got Senator Loomis urging all the banks in the U.S. to embrace stablecoins. She's pushing hard for digital asset adoption, even though there's delays on crypto legislation. It seems like I don't know if it's a bridge into like a CBDC future or what, but there seems to be, like half of our administrators, we'll say, our government administrators that really want to push for stable. Either that or they're in BlackRock's pocket and they're on this tokenize everything, tokenize the world plan. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Like I feel like it's very convenient for us to have a monetary system or a monetary infrastructure where we can use our stable coins as regular payment, but also it opens up like this concern about additional control and levers that the government will have in place on the stable coins that we use, right? Because that means that, let's say USDC becomes the stable coin of choice for the US. Well, that means now we have like Coinbase even deeper in the government's circle. I'm sorry, even deeper in the government's pockets, more freezes taking place. And it's like, do we then just, does the industry finally roll out into truly decentralized stablecoins? Do we start rallying behind something like Ray, or I don't know, algorithmic stablecoin projects, and things become, the
Bring
hot
back
experiments again?
UST.
It seems like the US chooses USDC, the rest of the world chooses USDT,
Yep.
is the way I see it. Well, I don't know. I know MetaPlanet, I saw they committed to more Bitcoin accumulation despite their share declining. They're down something crazy, like over 80% from the highs.
Who was that?
MetaPlanet,
Oh yeah.
dude, they're down like 80 something percent.
Damn.
Let's see. I think amid all the controversy, there's something big going on, some drama going on in Bitcoin too, outside of Jeffrey Epstein having his hands in all the early Bitcoin development. People feeling kind of about that. It's crazy to read that they quite literally bought 3 of the 5 maintainers and had them working for them. Essentially, they were funding 3 of the 5 maintainers in Bitcoin development during the time of like the big block, small block wars. So there's another developer that stepped down though, Gloria Zhao. She stepped down as one of the core maintainers after 3.5 years. She submitted a PR to the Bitcoin GitHub repo, removing herself as one of 6 people to publish updates that underpins much of this 1.3 million or $1.3 trillion blockchain known as Bitcoin. It's not clear why. She didn't immediately respond to questions that were asked her. But she primarily worked on like network efficiency, reliability, resistance to specific attacks, and inefficiencies. Her resignation comes amid an ongoing schism right now happening in the Bitcoin community surrounding OP Return, which is a script opcode that allows users to embed non-monetary data into transactions. So pretty much it's how people put anything that's not, just a regular transaction on chain. Proponents, which include the Bitcoin core maintainers, argue that users were already using workarounds to include non-financial data and transactions. Other supporters say removing limits helps address emerging use cases such as layer 2 proof, sidechains, and decentralized apps. Yet critics oppose the idea because it shifts Bitcoin from a purely financial technology to a general purpose data blockchain, a change they fundamentally disagree with. So we're back to like the big block versus small block debate, essentially. It's like our blockchain should only be used in the way that we want, should only be used for moving large amounts of money.
What was the conspiracy that it was like hijacked and it went from the original vision of being a peer-to-peer currency to being this monetary hedge, gold,
Yeah, keep the block
digital
small,
gold.
fund.
Yeah, but people were
ranking
saying it's
fees.
like a conspiracy that it was like, I forgot, maybe it was related to Epstein, hostile takeover.
Yeah.
Like the that it started happening after that guy died. What was his name? The one of the original developers.
I don't know about that. Started happening once they needed funding, and coincidentally at the same time as when there was
He
a
met
lot
the
of.
CIA, right?
Oh, you're talking about Gavin?
Mm-hmm.
Gavin didn't die.
No, not Gavin.
You talking about Hal Finney?
Like Satoshi left. Satoshi left right after that guy agreed to meet with the CIA, right?
I mean, not right after, but yeah, it was like right around that time. Same
Yeah.
thing with like he left shortly after they met with Epstein and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you believe
Crazy.
it was Hal Finney, then I think all of that is coincidental.
It's crazy how like these people were involved when it was so small.
Well, you have to think they were. He was
Planning.
very interested in emerging technology, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think I don't think there was anything that could have piqued anyone's interest more than a new
Yeah.
type of cash.
I mean, I
system.
guess everything was like tiny, like even like Facebook, like whatever, Tesla.
Yep.
I guess it was all starting back then.
We had two big launches that well, one's not a launch, one was just an announcement, but Mega is live.
Yep.
Have you been over there at all? Have you been using any of the apps?
A little bit. Just
I've got to admit, I have
browsing
not.
the.
There doesn't seem like
There's
much
some mint.
to do
Yes,
other
I
than
haven't
NFTs.
noticed anything. Yeah, I didn't notice anything that interesting.
There's a lot of NFT mints that are taking place. There's an ICO that's about to happen on there for
Yeah.
Haven Black, I think. But other than that, I haven't really seen much, which is not a jab at them. I mean, I think market conditions are
What was the name of
pretty
that
shit.
that like degenerate options protocol where you just click on blocks? What was the name of that?
I can't tap. No.
Yeah,
Motion,
I wanted to see if it's up, but I can't find it. I forgot what it's called.
It's like on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, the one where you're like tap trading. I feel like people are going to lose a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, I just want to put $100 in it.
$100, spread 10 across 10 squares, and see how you do.
Dude, Banana Gun is on Mega ETH. That's fucking. It's a deep cut.
Banana Gun? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's still around. Probably like no volume.
Oh, so yeah, they went live, and then Layer 0, they announced their new blockchain, Zero, which I don't think is going to zero. And then they also there were some pretty big names that have already purchased some stake in it. I want to say like maybe BlackRock and some other big hedgies. but I've seen people say it is the most important blockchain being created since Ethereum.
Why do we need more blockchains again? Can somebody tell me why?
I think there will be, well, I mean, like, why do you need more databases, right? Like, should you share a database with everyone? What does it make sense to, add customization and things that fit kind of your use case more than, you know, your market maker buddies, like setup architecture? There's always like use cases that aren't available on the current set of infrastructure, and people say, okay, well, if I want something that can do X, Y, or Z, rather than fight through rather than swim upstream and try to get this integrated into Ethereum, right, or Solana, I could just build my own and raise a bunch of money behind it. And I think layer 0 is a bit different in the sense that like they have tech that is I think on the cutting edge when it comes to interoperability, right? And you can't find that anywhere else other than once removed by integrating their bridge and their infrastructure. So if you're somewhere else, like you can integrate and you can make layer 0 tokens to make them interoperable between chains and limit things like having to create new sets of tokens on other chains or mirror tokens on other chains. So I think it's just a different approach rather than like, hey, integrate us everywhere. It's just that, hey, we're here and you can now build from here and extend that anywhere. So I don't know if they announced when it goes live, but you had Mega to look forward to until now. Go play. You have Zero to look forward to coming. I haven't seen any other new like chains or projects that are super exciting that are gonna come out, except Cayenne.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
There's a new copy pasta going around about Mega ETH.
What is it?
Talk to
Oh,
me.
that one.
That's it.
Yeah, that one.
That's it. I'm quitting crypto. I invested 186K into Mega ETH sale that turned into a mega rug.
What is their what are they valued at right now? Like people invested at what,
0.11.
I mean, that's over what valuation was though, wasn't it? Didn't people
It
get
was
tokens at
1 billion.
0.008 or something? Or 0.08?
No, it was 0.1 with a 10% discount for locking. So 0.009.
So I mean, you're still up.
Yeah.
I mean, market conditions are absolutely terrible,
Yeah.
and you're still up right now. So I don't think you have
Good.
much to complain about.
Imagine if they just launched it back then in November or something.
Well, for those of you that are looking for jobs, our favorite stablecoin Tether plans to add 150 staff over the next 18
Oh
months.
yeah, I just saw they're looking for like advanced AI researchers or something.
Yep. Whole bunch of shit. There's a lot of positions open. And then there was another one. Kraken fired their CFO and they're hiring
Uh-huh.
ahead of their US IPO filing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What else is going on? Jump Trading, I saw on the news. First time I've heard of them in fucking since FTX crash. But
They went into hiding, remember?
Yep. They're taking stake in the Polymarket and Kalshi in exchange for liquidity provisioning. So they are going to be market making on both Jump is set to take a fixed amount of equity in prediction market call sheet, while its stake in Polymarket will grow over time depending on the trading capacity that the firm provides.
So just more gambling. Like, why haven't they just come out and said that prediction markets are gambling? What is it predicting? What is it predicted?
Well, someone gave me a I saw someone tweet about how they feel like prediction markets are going to take over everything. They're like, it would just make sense. Like if I say like, I won't have 12 kiwis before 3, that someone, some delivery guy takes the other side of that and delivers it to me, right? So then like I have to pay for the kiwis and they like win on their bet because they made it happen. And I'm like, that's just like market manipulation at its finest. Why would we want a world where like that's how things occur? Where like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
I want something. Let me like.
I bet it's basically. I bet you won't deliver it to me by 3 a.m. And somebody's
Yeah.
like, I bet you I will. Like
We're back to fucking middle school with the I bet you won't
Yeah.
do this. I bet you couldn't do this. I bet you I will. I bet you I will on Polymarket.
Yeah, I bet you I will in Polymarket. My Polymarket says otherwise.
Yeah, like I don't want to live.
Your
in
dad doesn't have Polymarket. He has call sheet.
I've explained before my thesis on prediction markets. I think if you on a long enough time horizon, they all devolve into assassination markets.
Mhm.
And that guy just explained why. Like with his innocent example about like getting fruit, like, imagine putting up a market for, something bad happening to an artist, on during a concert. You are you are incentivizing for something bad to happen to them. And people forget how little money people will do bad things for, and when they're not living in a state of, looking for their next meal or wondering how they're going to pay rent at the end of the month. So it's like I'm cautiously optimistic. I wouldn't even know if I'm optimistic. I'm the opposite of optimistic about, where how people's minds are manipulated into using tools like this for their own enrichment when it is from the downfall or bad happenings to another human. And like sports gambling, like, dude, I mean, it's like I just feel like we already know that sports is rigged. I shouldn't say all of it, but
Clearly. Yeah, but majority,
we
Jesus
like
Christ.
we know that like games, fights, and things like that get rigged, whether that be by the participant, a participant, or referees, judges, things like that, coaches, not putting in certain people to try to affect the outcome of the game. So like, why do we want to expand that net of like fraud availability?
Dude, it's like the lowest like existence to be addicted to sports betting. It's like I'd rather be on Pump Fun all day. People who lose their money on that, come on. And I've said it about Polymarket, like it's such a like shitty experience. Like every single market has like a million rules that make it so you have no chance of winning. Like there was a market of like, is this country gonna attack this? Like I forgot if it was the US and Iran or Israel and whatever, or Ukraine, but it was like so FPV drones exploding doesn't count as an attack. Ground incursions don't count as an attack. Artillery strikes don't count as an attack.
Oh yeah, lost.
So it's
You
like,
were
what
right,
the
but you were
fuck?
wrong.
What does
Retarded.
it? What is an attack? Like a nuclear bomb? Like
Yeah.
what are we even talking about?
Yeah, that's
I
retarded.
see the I see the
Ground
meme.
incursions don't count as an attack. Literally, troops going inside an enemy border and attacking doesn't count as an attack.
Did the Uma whales come up with that?
I don't know. I feel like it's like every market, except for like the super simple stuff. Like, is Bitcoin gonna be like 90K tomorrow or something? Like, then you're like arbitraging the percentage versus putting on a hedge trade, whatever. People can have fun doing that.
Yeah, I just don't see like how it's not like manipulated gambling and insider trading with more steps.
Yeah. And when like people get detected as like quote unquote insiders, then they like people follow them into a trade and then they just exit. It's like,
And now we
so,
have like 1,000 bots trading on there.
yeah.
Like
I've
coming up.
never like I always ask people around and when I talk to them, like, have you made money on Bully Market? Have you been making money on Bully Market? It's like everybody's talking about it all the time. Nobody's making money.
They're getting washed by bots.
Yeah.
By my latest Claude bot
I only know
implementation.
one guy who made 100K on some obscure weather related bet like a year ago.
Well,
Like, and then he probably lost half of that betting on other random bullshit after that.
Dendon, how's your venture into all the AI tools going?
Dude, this Claude is just another level compared to everything else.
You've seen the light.
Yeah,
You've seen the light, the Claude light.
and you guys know how much I talk to AI. Grok and ChatGPT are like
They've been.
I don't want to
they're
say something
forgotten
too
friends.
offensive.
Their friendship ended. with
They're
Grok
like
and ChatGPT for
some,
you.
I don't know,
Redheaded stepchildren.
like when you're a kid and you meet like a really weird kid at the playground who's like kind of not all there.
That's how they feel.
And then
you know?
Claude is like a network of like Terminator robots.
How many things have you built so far? I was telling you my thing has been like before like I was started sharing some of the stuff with you guys. I share with you the newest card game that I was working on, but like I've been doing things like that for I don't know the last month. Just like if there's a fun, like a fun mobile game that doesn't take a lot of like brain power to do, like Tetris type games, Frogger type things, stuff like that, Subway Surfer type shit. I was making them, but making multiplayer versions so that
Mm-hmm.
I could play with my son or other family members.
Yeah.
And that is what like got me kind of really like acquainted with and used to using it. I just started like playing around, toying with that. I will say, like, yes, very non-technical people can like use these things to make apps, but your app is gonna not work because you're not gonna know how to like
Yeah.
configure any of the things that are necessary, like your servers, your authorization, like any of that shit. It's gonna I have a feeling there are thousands, maybe hundreds, high hundreds, but probably thousands of unfinished apps right now because there are normies who were told that they could build anything with Claude, and they got to the part where like they need to set up a server or they're trying to deploy to production and then nothing works anymore. They're like, then they just like bang their head against a wall. Their Claude starts hallucinating because the context window is too big. It doesn't remember any of their previous conversation. Starts making new mistakes because they're just telling it to fix things. Don't know how to give it context. Like I feel like there's probably a lot of that. When I've found that the
They
best way
don't
to
know
build
how
them,
systems work. Like they don't even know
yeah,
to like not
usually
use default ports or something to like.
that's actually one of my first instructions that I make that I make part of like the auditing scope is that before anything gets pushed to GitHub, that it runs an audit on the code base and that no keys, secrets,
Mhm.
passwords, anything of that nature is exposed. No,
Yeah,
that like never to publish .env file, never to publish any of
yeah,
my
yeah.
like .mds. Um, always leave
Or else it just
examples
goes
in place.
wild.
No, because it will just it doesn't know that it shouldn't, push that stuff to your GitHub. It's just gonna push all the files. So if you
Yeah.
don't
Public.
explicitly,
Yeah.
yeah, say like, add these to git ignore or never uh never expose these, like
Don't
security is
use
of utmost importance.
default ports and default passwords for databases, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I don't have it set up any of my databases. Like I set them up myself and then I
Oh,
provide it with the keys
yeah,
to integrate so that way I just can cut out a few steps. But you can have it just set it up for you. But like why do you
yeah.
want it digging around in your password protected auth settings? Like I don't know. Just seems
People do. They don't give a fuck. Cloud, fix my home cameras, take over all surveillance. Here's my public Wi-Fi. Like,
okay.
people don't give a
Now
fuck.
I would do that not from my like public computer though. Like you run Claude on your if you have a home server
In the
and you
library on somebody else's network.
no, like if I'm running everything on my own server at home and I wanted to fix that stuff because it's all routed through that, like I would definitely do that. But I also know how to instruct it like to have guardrails. I wouldn't just say fix my cameras, but that is I saw this funny meme that I saved the other day. It was like, one of the bell curve memes, and it's like the people on the far left like please fix this. And then people in the middle, 8 agents at same time, complex orchestration with multi-checkouts, cleaning agents together, custom sub-agent workflows, history of 18 different slash commands, large full stack features. And then the right curve, hey, look at these files, dot, dot, dot. And then do, medium size change. But it's like you eventually get to a point to where you just talk to it, right? But you talk to it with context and you give it the context that it needs to please fix this, right? And I actually found myself like starting to go down that curve where I was really excited by all the technology and like, oh shit, I can get so much done so much quicker. I can have all these agents running in parallel and doing all these different things. And then what I found is like it's actually sometimes better, like, yeah, if you have some type of like multi-agent orchestration set up to not have them work at the same time, but to have them work off of each other. So like I built this one thing I was showing Denton that's for design systems, and I have a few of them work in parallel. Like one works on color, one works on typography, one works on figure out what the other thing is. But then the components agent waits until everything else is done. And there's an auditing agent. So like the color agent comes up with colors, like color palettes, and then it has to present it to the auditing agent. The auditing agent gives it a score. If it doesn't score high enough, it goes through a loop and it iterates until it passes with the audit agent. Then
Nice.
and that happens with all of them. And then the components agent goes last because it uses like the aesthetic and the vibe, the emotion, feeling that is supposed to come from like the colors and the typography and stuff to create the components. Then it creates the components, and then the audit agent comes in and it audits the component agent. And then after it passes, it presents to you the full design system. Right. But like if something goes wrong, I just say, like, hey, uh, have a look at, these elements on this file on this page. Please make them, please make sure they're consistent across all pages using, this size. And now it knows I wanted to fix something, what I want to fix. I want to fix these elements and these components. Why? Because the sizing is inconsistent, and to use this as a reference. And it's very clear, instructions on what to do. It's not vague, just saying like, hey, it doesn't work, fix it. Like, what doesn't work? Let me review your code base. Oh, I found other things that don't work. Let me fix this and delete this. And like, you're like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? I just said to fix the thing we were working on last, but you didn't say the last thing we worked on. You just said fix this. So yeah, I found myself starting to actually make my way from
You know,
middle
you
to
you
right
know
or-
/compact.
Yep.
You can like /compact and then quote, focus on only on this, and then it will delete the context besides the thing you want to focus on. When the conversation gets too long.
No, the best thing to do that I found is when it starts getting too long, you ask it to make a handover summary, like a handover.md, and then you start a new session and you have that session review the handover document and then start fresh. And that way you have a clean context window. It knows exactly what you did last, where you left off at, what features you're still trying to implement, what bugs you have. Yet it no longer has all of the bloat from your back and forth
Yeah,
with it or the
yeah.
research it had to do.
Somebody came up with a question. Well, a couple questions. What specs do they need to run locally?
For what?
CloudBot, OpenCloud.
Like what are the lowest specs? I don't know. It runs fine on all my
It's
Macs.
not. You're not actually computing it locally. You're just running it off the API or subscription anyway.
It depends.
So
If he's trying to run like the model locally, I don't know how big that is because the only model that I have
you would-
local is Quen. Let me see. I think that's 4 gigabytes. Let me see.
just for CloudBot, the smallest Mac Mini is fine. Even like you could run it on a phone if you want.
Yeah, I have mine on 4 generations old, like MacBook Pro. And because I don't want it on my main
M1?
computer, and I don't want it. No,
Yeah.
it's actually before the M1.
Oh, the Intel.
Yep. Okay, so the only models that I'm actually like storing and running locally on my computer is there's a transcription model called Local Whisper. And then I have like a virtual mic driver for that. And then I'm running Quen 3B, 4B, or Quen 3, 4B. It's 2.9 gigabytes. So it's not even that big.
Oh, he says he has 24 gigabytes RAM. Should be fine, right? On the Mac
It'll be
Mini.
fine. Yep. And then Parakeet.
If you're just running
GT,
CloudBot, then it doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
don't
you can
need
run it on
just one
anything.
computer.
Even if you're just running, if you just download Claude from the Anthropic site and you're paying for a subscription, you don't need a powerful computer.
Yeah.
You're not running the model itself locally. You're just using the app locally.
Yeah, CloudBot just gives it control over the computer as well. It like gives it control over like applications like your messaging app, your email.
Oh, he's trying to run it all locally. That's why. Right? Or you just if you download.
If you want your own AI model, then you need like a 5090 RTX or something. You're not gonna be able to run it on a shitty computer.
No API. He doesn't want to use any API.
If you
So you
want to
need
run your own AI
like-
model, you need like a seriously good computer. Like you're not gonna like you need a rack of graphics cards. Like you're not gonna run it on a shitty computer.
Yeah, he doesn't want to use the API. He wants to run it locally.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm realizing this now.
Yep. You and I don't know what your computer setup is, but like you would want several terabytes of SSDs as well as
A few 5090s.
I was like as well as a handful, of GPUs.
What about the most pimped up Mac Studio?
I
It's
don't
great.
think
It's great for it actually.
it depends on the model because it's not like
No, here I'm gonna pull it up.
if you want to compare it to like what you get with the API, you would need like more than the best one there is.
Bruh, the new. I don't think you've seen the specs for the new studio.
What's the new Studio? 256? Is that what it is?
Hold on, let me pull it up. It's actually
Up
like
RAM.
insane. Like mine is insane, right? Like when I
Yeah.
first got it, I was like, when will I ever use any of this? Never. But it's gonna run like fucking magic.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's the new Studio? How much is the new Studio? 10 grand, 9
Studio-
grand?
Well, it starts at 2K, right? But I want to see how much it is maxed out because mine maxed out was like just under 10 grand. It was like 9,000 something.
Christ.
M4
M4 Max?
and M3
Jesus.
Ultras. All right, 16 core CPU, 40 core GPU, 128 gigs unified memory, 500.
No, but look at the M3 Ultra is more. Look at the M3 Ultra. Up to 512 gigabytes of RAM. Whoa. Whoa.
32 core neural engine.
Insane. Top right, buy. Blue button, buy.
Yeah, I want to max it out and see what it costs. All right, so M3 Ultra chip already puts you up 2K from the starting.
4Gs.
32 core
55.
and 80 core GPU.
Oh my god,
512
512.
Do we need the 16
Jesus
terabytes?
Christ. Jesus Christ.
We're just gonna max it out just for shits and giggles. The only thing I didn't max out on mine, I think,
14K.
was storage.
Yeah, but you can always add extra storage on the back end.
Yeah, like
So 14
no,
14 on the top.
14,000.
14.
14K at the top. Yeah. All right.
But if you drop the terabytes down on the SSDs and run external.
All right, so I have the M2 Ultra, 192 gigabytes memory,
Crazy.
8 terabytes storage, and I forgot what the neural engine was for this one.
Dude, they're using like NVIDIA H100 GPUs. You would need to spend like $300,000 to equal what you get with a Cloud API. You're not gonna get it with a normal computer.
Right, but you
Let
can
the
use
overlords run it.
Where is there?
I mean, you can get you could get a model that's local, but it's not gonna be even close to what you get with Claude.
Yeah, so you spend 10K and you could have just used the API, right? But doesn't that just give the overlord all power, all rule? Mr. Claude.
All right, quick look. So 24 core CPU, 76 core GPU, 192 gigabyte unified memory, 8 terabytes of storage. This is mine compared to the old ones. Oh shit, so mine is better than the fucking M4 Pro Max. What the fuck?
It's because it's
Because it's the Pro, not the Ultra. Yeah.
Mine mogs the fucking two
yeah,
generations.
it's the same with the laptops. They like don't release them with the first iteration of a new chip.
All right, so they got more cores and CPU, up to 38 core GPU, so mine's better than M4. 400 gigabyte memory bandwidth, 16 core neural engine. I have the same neural
Yeah,
engine.
yours
as
smokes
Intel,
it. Yeah, yours smokes it.
Everything the same here. M2 Ultra chip gives me 24 core CPU with 16 performance cores, 8 efficiency cores, 76 core GPU. I know I maxed mine out. 32 core neural engine, Oh, this is the max. Okay. What do I have? Do I have max or do I have ultra? Let's see. I have the ultra. Okay, so mine's down here. 24 core CPU with 16 performance cores and 8 efficiency, 76 core GPU, 32 core neural engine, 800 gigabytes memory. Mine
Okay, what about the
got
subscription?
really
Paying the
small.
subscription versus
Dude,
running locally.
I literally thought that mine. I'm like, dude, I'm probably gonna have to get a new one soon. I can't believe that this fucking thing compares with the newest. Like, it's right, almost right on par with the Studio M3 Ultra. There's literally no reason for me to upgrade. Insane.
Insane.
All right, so
What about
I'm gonna go.
running it locally and saving costs versus paying subscription for your whole life? How much is the subscription?
$200. Well, it depends. You want the Pro Max like subscription? It's $200 a month.
Yeah, I want the best one. 200 a month. Yeah. So it adds up.
Let's see. All right, so if you want to run Claude locally at quad code level performance, this guy said he has 4 3090s, and that's not enough to fit the entire 256,000 context cache at Q8 for Kimi.
He has 4 3090s and you
That's
can't
not
run it.
that's not enough for him to do Kimi K2, which is supposedly more efficient than Claude.
They
would be,
use
so, like, running it on.
they use like H100s. Those cards cost like 40K.
Yep, I was renting a bunch of those for a little bit.
So even if
Alright,
you buy
here.
the maxed out one,
Hold on. Here we go. Setting up Claude Code locally with a powerful open source model, a step-by-step guide for Mac users. Hey there, fellow coder and AI. This is
show it up, pull it up. Can you pull it up? Or is this Claude bot?
still valid, however, is not the best way. I have a new blog post with more up-to-date method and much more simple guide. All right, this post exists because the old guides were
Send me
written
this link.
on and
DM me this link.
Yep, I will. In early versions, getting Claude to run on anything except the official Anthropic API was messy. The integrations were fragile, setup felt like a science project, and every update risked breaking your workflow. Fast forward to now, Claude Code has much better support for alternative providers, including Olama, LM support, llama.cpp, and OpenRouter. Can I make this work? Which option should I choose for my use case, cost, speed, quality, privacy, and how do I set it up? My test setup for this example, MacBook Pro M1 and NVIDIA DGX Sparks. I'll show the simplest path first. Minimum machine specs for coding to feel okay with the local LM. If you want Claude Code plus local models to genuinely usable for coding, I'd aim for 32 gigs of RAM, Apple Silicon unified memory, model size 24B plus parameter as a start.
He has a Sparks? Dude, a Sparks is like 10 grand.
He does now.
Yeah, but
you
that
said
Sparks
if
thing.
you want to run it locally and not pay the subscription, that's what it's going to cost you, right? You need a
The Sparks is
$20,000
fucking 10 grand here in Brazil.
$9,000 Mac Studio and a $10,000.
$10,000 Sparks. Yeah.
So it's 16 gigabyte. You can run smaller models, but the experience tends to be rough. More wrong edits plus more retries, slow overall. Recommended starting model. DevStrel small, Qwen 3, GLM. I'm running Qwen 3 right now. Why bother?
You're
with
running
all-
Qwen 3
to be
just
honest,
on the studio?
Yep. I use it. So I've talked about this before, but I use a Siri remote to like control my whole computer. I can like use the trackpad to move my mouse. I can use the ring around the trackpad to scroll, and then the back button for back. Other buttons do other, volume for volume, play for playing like Spotify or videos or whatever. But then I can use the Siri portion of it, and because of like the Qwen 3 running with Silent Whisper, it can understand and interpret whether I'm giving it like instructions to do something in my browser on my computer, or I'm telling it to like write code. Like if I say something, it can differentiate between it being like code speak and being actual speak, which is kind of cool because I can just sit there and like, I can have it inside of my terminal, and I can be saying things to it, and it will write out commands for the terminal to do it, versus me asking it to go check the weather for me, and it will like pull up, Apple Weather.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about this is that it allows you to be able to like build things and access anything on your computer from anywhere in your house, anywhere you have a TV at in your house. Because I just cast from my computer to the TV, and then I use this as the remote to control it while I'm sitting in front of the TV as a monitor. And I don't have to bring my keyboard or trackpad with me to do that. It's definitely weird getting used to, because you just like inherently want to touch your keyboard. But I haven't used a mouse in like years, like almost a decade. I've been using a trackpad, and so that part of it, like not having the mouse and using the trackpad on the remote, feels very normal. It's just the speaking everything instead of typing that feels weird. All right, so why bother? Cloud Code with the official API is great, but it adds up fast. It does. You burn through credits. I remember when I first was using the API, I ran through like $120 of credits in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So started looking for alternative. Turns out Cloud Code works with any provider that speaks the Anthropic API format, and there are a lot of them now. Bottom line, third-party alternatives can save you up to 98% compared to Opus 4.5. DeepSeek v3.2 is the cheapest at 28 cents, 0.28, 0.42 per million tokens. Wow. With local options like Olama are completely free. If you prefer subscriptions over pay per token, budget options starting at $3 a month, $10 a month. Minimax is good. See the detailed option price and comparison at the end for full tables. Time, 5 minutes to set up Olama local.
Send me the new or send me this link and I'll send it to my buddy.
Yep. So their performance on an M1 32 gigabyte. Oh, they don't even have the biggest model. I forgot they're running it on a MacBook. So they probably spent as much as the Mac Studio costs on a home setup running an old
Yeah, they
MacBook.
bought an M1 and a Sparks, and the Sparks is like 10 G's.
Yeah. So you figure they probably spent 12 grand and they have a home setup to be able to do all this locally. I think that's not bad if you're like in this for the long haul.
Until the next model comes out and you need to spend another 10 grand. No, I think the Sparks is pretty bulletproof for the next little bit. I gotta jump. We'll see you in an hour.
We can go
For
an hour and a
all
half.
this.
Yep. I'll send you the link to this.
All right, peace.
Good seeing everyone, guys. We'll be back on Friday.